Hello, Swami Gang, and welcome back to my very evil, very chaotic, and very toxic Darkerish playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. This big, blue, scaly lizard boy is named Dirge. And we make camp pretty much in the basement of Moonrise Towers. I feel like it's a nice little cozy home here. Minthara's gotten very comfortable here. Look at her little setup. I like it.
It does not compare with the comforts of home.
Oh.
But your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation.
You could have stayed with us, you know.
Thank you for allowing me to come here and for bringing me back to myself.
That's because I see potential.
Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind.
You know, that's crazy because someone in this cult might have broken mine too. And trust me when I say this, Minthara, we're going to break them back. And it's going to be a whole lot worse than what they did to us.
Precisely. While our tadpoles live and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them, starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear.
I know what you mean. You wouldn't believe how many times I catch myself almost calling him J. Jonah Jameson. And I'm always bracing every time I see him because I'm expecting him to yell at me and asking me why I haven't taken pictures of Spider-Man yet. You know, I was trying to get pictures of Spider Drown Man, but he kept throwing his ass in my face. I couldn't get a good angle. I don't know if that's who he's referring to, as when he says Spider-Man, I think he's getting confused. I think he means Spider Drown Man, which I don't know why you would want pictures of that guy. He's insane. He's not a menace. I'm a menace. You know how many newspapers you would sell if you just put menace on the top and then you just see my face? At least that would be factual, you know? But no, he keeps asking for pictures of Spider-Man. I'm gonna get fired if I don't find Spider-Man. And now I'm thinking the Spider-Man really doesn't exist. I think Ketheric is just utterly insane. So do you have any suggestions on how we can kill an invulnerable man? Because I feel like that's the only answer here.
All that live can die. I can help you plot Ketheric's demise, but I need something from you first.
What are you wanting?
Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least.
Oh, yeah, of course. I thought you were going to ask for something drastic here. You'll be a valuable ally, and you can stay even after if you want.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I knew you were different to other true souls when we lay together.
Do you still think about it?
Now I know it was the prism that silenced the Absolute in those moments, not you. But it was not the prism that held me and touched my mind and body. That was you.
I mean, it might have been the prism too. You know, the person inside there is a well-documented slut of Baldur's Gate. And I have a feeling he would have loved to have you on his list as well. At least I'll have that over him, you know? But, I mean, you belong to the Absolute when we, touched minds and bodies. I don't even know who you really are.
When we lay together, I was myself. For the first time since they butchered my mind. Kind words do not always come easily to me.
Her entire being joins with you for a moment, and you see all that she is. Dangerous, cunning, wounded, brutal, paranoid, and utterly loyal to those she trusts. And you have earned that trust, along with a small measure of her affection. It is a rare thing, well hidden in the cold fortress of her mind. And it is precious.
Together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute.
Is there a way to have two girlfriends in this game? Or I can have Shadowheart as my main one, and then Minthara as my side piece. Or, probably realistically, I should have Minthara as my main one, and then Shadowheart as my side piece. Because this is clear as day. Minthara is Dirge's soulmate over here. There is no other person that is well suited for my evil little lizard boy over here than Minthara. I mean, Shadowheart's doing her best over here. She killed Lae'zel for me. She enjoys inflicting pain on others sometimes. But the goal is always to get Minthara. And I mean, if she does try to throw her hat in the ring, she's gonna win. So I will keep it business professional unless Minthara starts flirting with me, just for the sake of Shadowheart here. But if there's a way I can just have both of them at the same time, that would be fantastic. But realistically, I don't see that happening. Last time I tried to have two girls at the same time, Shadowheart ended up killing Lae'zel. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not in any rush right now to be throwing myself at Minthara right now. I mean, she's got to earn it. She left me. I was willing to be there and be like, hey, I'm your guy. And she's like, well, I'm just going to go to Moonrise Towers without you. So she's going to have to earn that back. So, yeah. Before you rest, just tell me what you know about Kethric's power first, then you can go to bed.
General Thorm would have the world believe that his invulnerability is a gift from the Absolute. That is a lie, intended to impress those who flock to the cult's cause, and to strike fear in the minds of those who stand against the Absolute. I believe Thorm draws his power not from a divine source, but an arcane one.
It's definitely divine.
I suspect it is the very relic that Balthazar has been sent to retrieve. We must find the necromancer and claim what he seeks. Or destroy it.
We might destroy it, I don't know.
Now, rest. We will need our strength for what lies ahead.
Well said. Okay, well, good night. I'll be watching you. Don't cause any trouble, okay? And you might want to stay away from Shadowheart. She might not look deadly, but she is.
I intend to cause plenty, but only for our enemies.
Okay, good. Well, good night. I will see you tomorrow.
I would gladly join you in the fight. Leave one of your other allies here, and I shall.
Oh, easy. Verena Sunblossom. Easiest replacement I've ever done.
Indeed. Ready when you are.
I can't wait to upgrade you and find out what class you are, because I don't even know what class she is, but there are more important things I need to attend to. Verena Sunblossom?
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Your services are required. Okay, follow me.
But the vessel only stares blankly.
What?
You'll need to make room in your party first.
Oh my god. It really doesn't matter.
This soul awaits thy command.
Awesome. Now that you're in my party, Verena Sunblossom, your services are no longer required. So I'm gonna need to take all my personal items back, which is your sword. And also I'm taking a scroll of Revivify.
I want to be clear. Letting Minthara tag along with us was your idea. So if you wake up with a dagger to your throat, that's on you.
Well, hello to you too, darling. First off, no one asked about your opinion. No one cares because this is my party, and whoever I invite gets to be at my party. And second off, I know what I'm doing.
I hope so. Otherwise, we may all be killed in our beds.
Do you forget who I am, Astari? You know what? Come on.
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. I prefer to travel in smaller groups. It's more intimate.
I'm firing Verena Sunblossom.
Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
It doesn't seem long ago that Minthara would have sought to kill us, and now we've welcomed her along. We're nothing if not magnanimous.
Magnanimous? Let me look that up here. Hold on a second. Generous or forgiving? How dare you! I am not those things! I can't even look at you! The audacity, Shadowheart.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
But the comforts of the flesh is my safe space. It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Put the fucking lotion in the basket! Wait. Oh, sorry. You were asking about a bosom companion. You're probably talking about Shadowheart here. Wow, that got dark real quick. I just heard the word flesh and just went with it. What I meant to say was, excuse me?
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
Are you even listening to me? No, I'm not done talking to you.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Neither. I need to return an ally. Oh my god. Hold on. It's been a while since I've fired a hireling.
This vessel
Yeah, no. We're done.
is at thy
We're done.
disposal.
Thank you for your service, Farina.
Do what thou wilt.
You're fired.
Art thou certain?
You're fired! Get out of here! You're
A
fired!
single mortal soul, tossed as the errant coin. So it shall be.
That was way more difficult than it needed to be. It's like she didn't want to go. Alright, first things first, gifts.
I hope this is important. For your sake.
Are you gonna say no to free gifts? Oh shit, you're a paladin? You know, at first glance, I was like, paladin? Are you kidding me? She's the furthest thing from. And then I saw Oath of Vengeance. I was like, I see. That makes more sense. Would you like a bloody amulet? You know what? I think you're the first character I have seen that does not look ridiculous wearing a helmet. You can pull this off. Unfortunately, it does not match your outfit, so we have to hide it.
What now?
I'm leveling you up! Calm down! And just like that, you are now level 6.
All right. What now?
Scratch, stop humping your brother! Good lord. Alright, I want to go to bed. Wait. Who wants to talk to me? It better be It's Astarion. Astarion, what could you possibly want? I need to go to bed. Oh, it's this thing.
F. Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? What damn language is this?
Don't ask me, I don't know. Looks like a bunch of scribbles on your back, man. You doing some stretches before bed? I mean, that's terrible technique.
What are you doing?
Me? What are you doing? You're doing this out in the open for everybody to see.
Well, if you must know, I've been trying to make out the scars on my back. I can't see them. So I've been trying to feel my way about. They may as well be written in Rashimi.
I don't even know what that is either, but I mean, I could try. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can do it.
This isn't your problem, you know.
I know. Now shut up and turn around.
Fine.
Damn, I suck.
The runes are carved in deep, brutal strokes, but the jagged letters mean nothing to you. Whatever language this is, you don't recognize it.
And? What does it say?
I'm not sure. Here, hold still. I'm gonna draw it for you. Maybe you could read it if I could just copy whatever is on your back on the ground. You know, in another life, I would understand this language. But I'm just a mere lousy dragonborn, a sorcerer who fails arcana checks. Which is crazy, because magic is me. It comes within me, and I don't know it.
What in the hells?
Yeah, this is on your back, man.
What did he do to me?
I feel like you know that answer better than I do. I mean, do you understand what this says? What does this say, Astarion?
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh.
But it's no poem.
How would you know if you don't know it?
2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it.
Come on, Astarion, you really have no idea what this is? You can't recall the day he gave it to you, but...
None at all.
Oh.
It doesn't look like a poem. It doesn't look like anything I recognize. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
Yeah, don't mention it, man.
Given the subject matter, I probably won't.
You wish to consult me?
I do? Oh god, there's a lot of things I need to talk to you about. First off, you're a paladin? What's the nature of your oath?
I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. So, wouldn't you just be an Oathbreaker then? I mean, the vengeance is still there, but the enemies have changed. Lolth still gives you power, even though you're not really killing enemies for her? I'm so confused.
It is not noble, it is necessary. If we do not destroy the cultists, they will destroy everything. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation.
So that's your loophole. Got it. Okay. I'm still very confused, but I'm moving on. Do you remember all that you did for the Absolute's name?
I was the Absolute's dagger.
Ooh.
I remember every throat that it held me to, and every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded.
Interesting. You know, because I find it liberating to lose control and surrender myself to my urges. You know, at first I was like, oh no, I didn't mean to chew off Gale's hand. Now I don't even think about it.
A disturbing admission.
Oops.
I would rather die than lose control of myself again. The tadpole. The Absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though I could no more have resisted its commands than flesh can resist decay. Even rational minds like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The Absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable.
You know, that's how I feel about my Dark Urge options, but I don't want to change. Is Cathar truly invulnerable?
I fought at his side once, shortly after my conversion. Before the battle, he was everything a general should be. A charismatic leader with a brilliant strategic mind. And when the fighting began, he led his troops from the front and cut through the enemy like a scythe through stalks. Blows and arrows rained down on him, and before long, his face was a mask of blood. But he did not fall. He did not even falter.
Wow.
When we won the day, Ketheric's armor was bent and shattered, but his flesh was unmarked.
How is that even possible? I can only dream of doing things like that.
I have lived long enough to know that few things are impossible in this world. Oh, Ketheric's power is a rare thing, though. I have never seen its like. The necromancer Balthazar is Ketheric's chief advisor. One who has mastery over the dead may well be able to help the living cheated. He is usually in his laboratory, elbow deep in offal, or clinging to his master's side. If he left Moonrise, his mission must be urgent. We should ransack his chambers and see what secrets he keeps for the great general.
That's a good idea. We should probably do that tomorrow. Okay. I'm just curious on what your thoughts are about our companions.
A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays.
Well, I knew that.
Did you have anyone particular in mind?
Well, there's only 2 from you to pick, so I guess we could just start with Shadowheart.
She is tolerable, but her faith in the Lady of Loss is poisonous.
What's wrong with having faith in the Lady you lost? Faith is not poison. It is an antidote to life's woes. All you need is time and faith!
The gods are the source of our woes. Though I concede that Shah is far from the worst of them. Your divine puppeteer is just as toxic as Shadowheart's, my little marionette. The Night Singer has some admirable qualities. Far more than her insipid sister. But her followers are repressed. Take the child Shadowheart. She does not even know who she is, but still manages to pity herself.
Maybe because she's brainwashed.
The very concept of Sharan worship is self-indulgent. They would have you think every whispered word and hidden thought is of value, but it is not so. I have performed 1,000 interrogations, squeezing out the most guarded secrets held in heart, mind, and soul.
Ooh, that's
I can
hot.
tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have sifted through what remains, in most cases, a person amounts to nothing at all.
You did not hold back. I can only imagine what you think about Astarion.
He's been deprived of freedom and strong blood for so long that he is addicted to both. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave.
Aw, are you worried that he'll drink your blood? Oh, don't worry. He's a good little vampire. I've trained him well. He won't bite without your consent.
No. He is well aware that I would exsanguinate him entirely if he flashed his fangs at me.
Yeah, he is more scared of you than you are of him. I don't even think you're scared. But you're right. I mean, he's going to be a slave to his bloodthirst.
And while you live, you'll be enslaved to your appetites and hungers. We all feed on something, and if we are deprived of it, we will fight for it. But Astarion is not only bound to his needs and desires, he is still bound to something more powerful. His master.
While we're on the topic of being bound to something more powerful, I need to talk to you.
Then speak.
Okay, where do I even start? You have gaps in your memory. So do I. Do you think the tadpole is the cause, or do you think it's something more evil?
Not directly. My memories were not removed. They were obscured by the Absolute's voice, by its presence. The tadpole is a conduit for that voice, not its origin. And while the prism protects us, the Absolute cannot reach us. As for the tadpoles themselves, for the moment I do not believe they are malevolent. They are incubating within our brain matter, not feeding on it.
Interesting. How do I put this? I yearn to kill, and I only feel like myself when I'm killing.
Is there a reason you chose me as your confidant in this matter?
Well, you're the only one I've slept with in this playthrough, so I feel like you have a right to know who exactly you slept with, and I trust you.
As you should. But I am not sure that I can trust you.
What?
There are those within Menza Baranzan that we call Kalith Karthan. Those driven by blood.
Kalith Kazan.
They are the mad, lost to all reason, and subservient to nobody.
That does sound like me.
Even Lolth, malicious and brutal as she is, cannot abide them. They kill, and cannot say why. So they are destroyed for the greater good. When you speak to me of yearning and urges to kill, I fear you are like them. Controlled by a bloodlust that you do not comprehend.
Oh, you misunderstand, Minthara. I enjoy killing, but I can't control myself. It's the fact that I'm choosing to kill everyone and I'm liking it. That's the problem there, Minthara. I'm choosing to be a bloodthirsty killer.
Killing is necessary. It is good that you can take pleasure in it. Just be sure that your urges do not lead you astray. We have enemies enough for you to sate your lusts on. We do not need to make more because you indulge your every murderous whim.
Blood. 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 Blood.
So you found the seat of the Absolute's power.
What the fuck are you wearing?
And what a power it is.
Can you please go change?
I don't know how much longer I can resist it.
Okay, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but can you make it quick? I was having a nice dream of killing people. Oh, great, he's sitting down. Can you at least close your legs, man? Just...
Etheric Thorm is clearly important. But I wonder if there's more to it than that.
I'm sure there is.
It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
My transformation? What are you talking about? You haven't said anything helpful so far. You know, you'll feel better when you tell me everything you know.
Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic, as if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me.
Well, don't act like you're so fucking special, man, because you're not. I have plenty of other problems that I need to be worrying about than the fucking Absolute. And why did they want you? Don't give me no bullshit answer either. I want full honesty.
I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But you've proven you have the resolve to do what must be done. You've shown your loyalty to the Absolute, but to gain an audience with it, you must prove yourself to Ketheric Thorm. Now I must rest, and you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.